Dinah Jane, Fifth Harmony in the Bud Light Lounge.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, girl, it is incredible to be sitting here across from you. Like, there are very few people, and especially reality TV show competitions that people remember. But like the moment that they were like, oh yeah, Dinah's coming, I was like, oh wait, if I were a boy, 23 people in the house. Like, she made me cry. Like, I was like, please, Lord, let her make it. Just
so
please,
sweet.
Lord, let her make it.
Oh my God.
You just had such a compelling story. Do people tell you that all the time?
That story's kind of worn out. I think people are just like, oh, she's just that girl with the 23 family members. I'm just like, yeah, that's me. But yeah, X Factor was such an experience, and thank you for being such a huge fan of ours. Yeah. I think destiny called me to be with 4 other sisters, so that was a beautiful start to be formed with them on 7/27. Yeah.
So when you guys originally, I mean, coming in, obviously this is old news, but it contributes to who you are today.
Yeah.
And when you are going from the mode of being a solo artist to working with a group, especially young ladies, I mean, ladies, we love each other, but it can be rough.
It was, it was kind of tough in the beginning, because when we first went into X Factor, we all went with the mentality of being a solo artist. So of course, there was nothing, we weren't expecting any group dynamics or anything. So the moment we were thrown into a group, I think it was perfect for all 5 of us, because it was starting from the ground up. Every one of us were experiencing that girl group side project. So that solo artist kind of thing kind of went out the window, and it was great for a fresh start to, hey, you're in a girl group now. So
you mentioned, of course, you're a California girl. Your first national anthem was right here in Sacramento,
yeah,
right?
it was. Yeah, I was 7 years old when I sang out here for the national anthem. I was like a little baby. I remember my grandma, my mom, and my dad, I believe, we like drove all the way up here with my grandparents also. And it was my first time ever singing the national anthem out here. I was so scared. But to see my mom, and my mom's here too, to see my mom in the crowd, it got me really, really comfortable. And I just closed my eyes too at times. I'm like, oh, say. I was really afraid that I was going to forget the words too. Oh. Thank you. I was so afraid I was going to forget the words at 7 years old. Because at 7 years old, you can make up your own words on the national anthem. But that didn't happen. Really, it didn't happen.
You could have probably gotten away with it. At 7, I was still, playing with Barbies and flagellants. So you were way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. All right. Where's Carson? Carson.
I like that name. I love it for a female. Yeah.
I told her I might steal it.
I think so too. Can I be Dinah Jane Carson? Does that sound cool? We'll just swap then. But I'm gonna need it when I do this promo stuff, because I'm just kidding.
This, I'm gonna say, is a question for me, because I've been doing this for about 15 years, and I've seen a lot of artists come through, especially young artists.
Yeah.
And so my favorite question is always, where are we this time next year?
Next year, what's to come next year? 5H3? I'm just kidding. I think at this moment, we're just focused on what's happening right now. I think we're just focused on this new era for us. We're just focused on that, this new sound, this new style, this new music coming out. And I think there's just a new presence about us. So I think looking into the future, we don't really think of what's to come. We don't like to think of the future too quick. We just love to live in the moment and just take that flow, take that ride right away.
Well, I know I certainly appreciate you sitting down with me. I know all of these fans, fanatics, harmonizers,
so sweet.
Are super excited to spend this time with you. And I just want to wish you all the best. I think you have such a sweet spirit, and I think wonderful things are going to happen for you. So thank you so much for being here.